As we know, we talked of propaganda in the past lecture, and what we're looking for today is to understand, and let's bring this camera a little closer, all right? So, what we're looking for today is to understand how the medical education, the curriculum, has come about. And the medical education and curriculum, from my understanding, was written along the molecular structure of molecules. And this came about by Andrew Carnegie. Yes, Andrew Carnegie, I understand, has written the medical school curriculum. He chose what chemistry should be involved. And of course, he chose what, or the American Medical Association chose, that the concept of, what's the guy's name that wrote the evolution of the species evolution, Charles Darwin. Darwinian theory, am I right on this? So is a theory a propaganda? Is a theory a tool? Yes, of course. Theories are the way someone theorizes, brings together, not truth. And I'm just going to see what's on the screen right here. There's something on that screen. So, I know what a medical education is. In Chiropractic University today, which I accomplished 4 years, received my degree and my doctorate, and I am board certified by the National Board of Chiropractic Examiners in Greeley, Colorado. Board certified chiropractor. However, the states have licenses that they hand out, even though I'm certified, board certified by the National Board of Chiropractic Examiners. Each state has its own legitimization, which actually is written by lobbyists. Lobbyists for and by the American Medical Association, yes. And lobbyists that come in and support the goals of the AMA, written in the 1800s, mid-1800s, that say, destroy all competition to the use of pharmaceuticals. Destroy the use of all competition to the use of pharmaceuticals. Now, what do you have to say about that? Well, Andrew Carnegie, writing the medical school curriculum, was taking iron out of rock. That is, from my understanding, pharmacopoeia. So as something comes already existing and its bonds created, you're able to remove those bonds. Now, heat can do that. And I remember as a child seeing the smokestacks of the steel mills in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I grew up on the hill of Braddock, and looked over those steel mills that Andrew Carnegie was famous for, and knew nothing of it. But I did know that later on I knew and found out that every single city that we know today was built and erected, those steel girders, within a 45 to 50 year time period. That's a pretty huge business effort. Jacksonville, Miami, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, every single city that we know, Missouri, cities, St. Louis. And so we look at these experiences and see that the heat and the fire of the furnaces were able to change the chemical construct of and bring out iron. And so I'm sure there are more ways that we'll look up and research for you on the next lecture for you, on the next bit of information that will feed you and turn your mind from the use of pharmacy to the use of natural means, true natural means. Well, isn't vitamin C natural? It's natural in a plant. And let's just draw that for you, okay? Vitamin C inside of a plant is natural, of course, right? We have a leaf, all right? And we have veins and arteries of the leaf. if you can see that very well. We have veins and arteries of the leaf. And within these veins and arteries of this leaf exist flow and movement all the way from the stem, all the way from the trunk of the tree, right? All the way from the tree, all the way into the leaf, from the water, from the ground. And we call this environmental medicine, true natural medicine, dealing with your body and the environment that you're in, dealing with your oxygen, dealing with your temperature of cold and hot contrast on the skin, dealing with the stress and the people that you're around and the relationships that you experience, and what that environment of change can do for you. Say you go to a mountaintop in Colorado and you experience the beauty and the grandeur of the mountains, the majesty, if you will. Change your environment. So a leaf today, its environment is all the way back into the soil, all the way back into the ground. And that's where we get the nutrients from our environment. So the leaf is your food, is your medicine. Say that's a ginkgo leaf. Doesn't look like that. Let's say that's a kava leaf. And so a ginkgo leaf will look like this. It will go like this. Something just like this. A kava leaf, that is a ginkgo leaf. So say this is a kava leaf. What we're looking at is that there are things like glucose cerebrosides from a ginkgo leaf, ginkgo biloba leaf, glucose cerebrosides. And say there are, let's say Novocaine, and let's just say, because Novocaine comes from poppy seeds, a little seed of a poppy, several little poppy seeds, right? Novocaine can be gotten from the plants, say citric acid from an orange peel. So you have an orange peel, right? An orange peel. There's our orange peel. Our orange peel has vitamin C in it. And so the waste materials of orange juice companies fill the vitamin C, the ascorbic acid. And so do several companies from China send us white powders, right? Novocaine from the poppy seed, and also from the orange, vitamin C, citric acid, ascorbic acid, right? Ascorbic acid, 1/16 of citric acid 1/6 of the vitamin C component. And as we talked from the ginkgo leaf, we receive glucose cerebrosides, right? Glucose cerebrosides tested on laboratory animals, and we'll talk about that later in the AMA journals research that we're not given when propaganda is placed out there on how ginkgo causes basilar artery insufficiency, the artery to the cerebellum, and it bleeds out and causes a stroke in laboratory animals. I'll just say it now. Well, I'll save the study for you later, but remember, glucose cerebrosides are used, and that causes the bleed in the rat. It's not ginkgo that was used, but it's ginkgo that was told causes basilar artery insufficiency, which is a facade, right? It's propaganda. It's information that's put out there to guide by the elite. So we're looking at your sources today, your kava leaf, your ginkgo leaf, your poppy seed, and your orange peel and lemon peel. These experiences for us feed us, and they are our resources. Now, when you take a vitamin C, or you take Novocaine, or you take a glucose supplement, or you take an extract from a plant, you're not taking the plant. The plant goes in, you digest it. When your tissues work from your mouth to Uranus, right? Your bummel. Is that okay? Your bummel and Uranus. Uranus in the back door, right? Went from your mouth to when that digestive system is absorbing and breaking down through the proper acids, and you're not having acid reflux and feeling like a stuffed pig after you eat, you'll be able to digest. So working with that stomach lining, getting rid of the waste materials, dealing with your liver and gallbladder, your pancreas and your spleen, your kidneys, your lungs and your heart, your brain and spinal cord actually have blood flow as well. We're looking for everything, including your reproductive system, through these foods, not through supplements, not through parts taken from them that are the big D, dangerous. All right. Remember that. The whole plant, not things in part that are said to do the work. Dangerous, propaganda, dangerous, period.